Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Hello, I hope you are all well today. Welcome, welcome, welcome for round two today. So let me say hello to everyone quickly. I have been having, as you probably may or may not know, some computer issues. So first of all, thank you so much, Calag. I really, really appreciate the super chat. I really do. And it was because of my last super chatters and donators that we have this, which I was just playing, which is my little Glockenspiel here. And I've added a couple of other little instruments in as well, which very much fit in these nice little cheap ones that we can add that are a bit of fun. So hello me. Hello Ring Nation Clips. Really, really good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Congratulations on breaking the 15,000 subscriber. That's quite a huge milestone on YouTube. So congratulations, and you've done it in an incredibly fast amount of time. I, for one, have certainly enjoyed it. Hello, Nevaeh. Really, really good to see you. I hope the fish are well. That they are. One thing I learned, I used to, on my shop in the crystal shop, I had a massive fish tank. And it's better than a television. It really is. Anyone that's had fish before, you just learn how wonderful and relaxing they are. You know, on top of being right along the biophilic design side of things, water's one of the key things that will calm and soothe us as well. So it's actually quite a good thing to have around. So I do love and appreciate the fish very much. I hope you are well, Calag, as well, that everything's been good in the Philippines. We're coming into the start of spring. So I assume you're coming out of the end of the monsoon season and it's starting to get drier and hopefully not too warm. So Dave, love, I hope you are well. Here, let me quickly mod you up too, because I had well, any of us that have streamed before understand this. You occasionally have to unmod everyone and start again. There we go. If I've missed anyone, I do apologize, and I'll get you on the next round. So I think Dave is definitely on the same love of me of some of these really nice, simple entry-level instruments. And one of the things I just want to talk to you about today, and I've got so much, we're just going to have fun, really. A lot of fun. But one of the things I really wanted to talk to you about is all the little simple instruments that you can start with. And every member of the music family will have an entry-level instrument that's really cheap, gives you a chance to have a bit of a play with it and see, you know, if you like it. And from there you can go ahead and invest in another one. You know, ukulele is the prime example of that. This one is a baritone ukulele. Most will start with a concert or a soprano ukulele. There is a soprano, alto, baritone and bass in every music family, from singers to string instruments to recorders to all of it, guitars, the whole lot. So that's part of the normal structure. But they're normally really, really cheap to buy. So let's have a little bit of fun with this one to start with, and we'll go from there. Nice. Oh no, 10 tanks to 5. Yeah, sometimes I can imagine, like, I know how much at work it was just to keep one tank clean. And, you know, I used to, I'm not sure if you're the same, but I'm sure you probably are. I used to use a lot of the fresh plants to aerate the water, and I loved the bubble wall when they all kind of surf on it. But it's a lot of work to keep, and it's a lot of work to keep the balance really, really good, if that makes sense. If things get out of balance, it can be a problem, but it is a lot of work. So, yeah. So here we go. Let's have a bit of ukulele. Hello, Pug. Lots of simple ways to get started. Lots of ways to have fun. That's what this is all about. Letting that fun out. Let it turn to music and song. It's our first language. When we were kids, we just go with it. We didn't care if we were in June. It was about having some fun, not about perfection. So give it a go, you might have some fun. Buy something cheap, you never know. Might find hidden talents you didn't know. Might be horrific, you never know. Either way, you learn. Find something you can do. Talents everywhere, we all have them. Waiting for their time to come. Out of potential and have a day to find out if it's your way. There you go. Hello, More Deep. Really, really good to see you. There's a little bit of the ukulele. Let me just really quickly make sure if I got you modded. No, let me quickly mod you. How are you, Tim, as well? Good to see you again. It was lovely to see you this morning. So the time slot I did this morning, which was 8 a.m. my time, which I think works out. Well, I'm going to work out the time zones and put them in the banner and everything will make it easier. So these two time slots I'm going to do every day. And they'll normally be these dose of inspiration ones. Every second day I'll do a little retrospective like I did this morning on the in the morning slot too. So it's going to be a lot of fun and I've got a lot of stuff planned and it's all about having a bit of fun. So I'll quickly show you a few more instruments. So the other ones that a lot of us start with are really simple percussion instruments. So you'll have things like your xylophones, and I'll show you a few versions of them now, which can be more your tuned percussion. So a lot of basic percussion you will only get one note out of. It's always just one note and a bit of rhythm. Where the other ones you can create a few different notes with. So the one I'm playing at the moment is a Glockenspiel, which is actually chromatically tuned. Whereas a lot of the ones you'll start with aren't, and it doesn't really matter. They still sound great and you can have some fun with them. Nice. Potato time. Nice. Here we go. So let's have a bit of was it Glock the Spiel, as we were saying the other day? And a lot of people when they play this will use the two beaters or mallets depending on the size of them together, so you can hit two notes at a time, but we'll see how we go. So Not so well at the end. So let me just quickly show you what I'm playing here. This is a Glockenspiel, which is also a xylophone. It has all of the sharps and flats on it as well. So you would get one of the cheaper ones of these just in the $20 mark US. And I'll just give you the simple scale. Well, I went elsewhere in the end of it. But that's your little glockenspiels. And the other little xylophones you will have seen is my little piano xylophone here. Here we go. I can move this further forwards now. There we go. So same deal. This has got little beaters with it as well. Thank you. Yeah, I need the glasses to read the chat. So this is how this one sounds. It's not chromatically tuned. Hello, Government Watchdog. Really good to see you. See, nothing in comparison to the other one. But the beauty of these, and these are little piano xylophones, this cost me less than $10. You can also play it like a piano. So it has little hammers that hit the keys underneath when you play it. So here we go. Let's see if we can play it here. So there we go. That's a little bit of the piano xylophone, and that's the kind of stuff we would have done as kids. We would have just mucked around on it, had a bit of fun. It would have sounded horrific to start with, but, you know, after a little bit of time, you would have got a decent noise out of it, which is what it's all about. I hope you've been really well, Government Watchdog. And just on the other percussion side of things with xylophones, there's also things like this. This was a kid's instrument. This was retails for about $16 at Kmart here. So it has, same deal, a little xylophone. Actually, let's use the other beater. Here we go. This one also has a little cymbal in it, and a scraper, which you also call a guiro. Hello, Mina love. Hello, soul sister. Really good to see you. Hey, sister, soul sister. Hey, sister, soul sister. Hey, sister, soul sister. Hey, sister, soul sister. Ha! Good to see you today. I hope it's being good out there. And a lot of this sort of stuff we would have had mucked around with it when we were kids. And stuff like it's really, really good fun. So these are all things that are next to nothing that you'll find in the kids section of your current department store, wherever you are. So let me make sure I've modded you up, and let me share Mina's link with you too, because you'll all really like Mina's channel too. She does really nice, just, you all know I love my meditation and relaxation stuff as well. And she does really nice relaxing streams. They're all to relax you, put you to sleep. Very, very meditative. Really nice group of people. Here, let me just quickly put your... Yeah, sorry, my computer's a bit... Here we go. Let's... Oh, man, where are we? Copy. Anyway, I've modded you, so if you can put your own link in the chat, that'd be great. But you'll actually really, really like it, and they're really lovely to either go in the chat or just have on in the background. Lots of really nice nature noises, lots of footage, really nice instrumental music. It's really, really nice. I know you'll all enjoy it. And I know a lot of us are insomniacs. I was certainly for quite a long time. So we all, you know, need to find our relaxation where we can. Sometimes it's playing with silly instruments. So let me just show you what else I've got here in my cheap little percussive instruments. So we have claves here, which are also known as clapsticks. Hello, Better Fish. Better Fish, how are you today? Which really, a lot of these just produce one note. So they're really good just for mucking around and playing with rhythm. So you have your claves. You also have a proper guiro, which is like the scraper there, which is hollow in the middle and has little ridges on it. If anyone's having flashbacks to early acid and house music, they are full of guiro. It's in like almost all of it. They So it's one of the South American instruments, one of the Latin instruments, and there's different forms of it all around the world. Sometimes you'll get them with two ends that you can hit on either side, and this, you know, sort of handle in the middle and stuff like that too. So that's the guiro. There is actually one song I love playing with this, so why don't I really quickly sing you a song, pardon me, before I move on to the next one. So this is a song by, where we go, one song only, where are we? Here we go. Sorry everyone, give me 2 seconds. So this is a song by a group called the Dead South, who I really, really like, and it's a really good example of some of the percussion. So I'll do this one with so you know what, we'll do it with the guiro this time. So this is a little guiro, and this song is called In Hell I'll Be in Good Company. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Dead love couldn't go no further. Proud of and disgusted by her. push, shove, a little bruised and battered. Oh Lord, I ain't coming home with you. My life's a bit more colder. Dead wife is what I told her. Brass knife sticks into my shoulder. Oh babe, don't know what I'm gonna do. I see my redhead mess bed, tear shed, cream be my squeeze. The stage it smells, tells, hells, bells, misspells, knocks me on my knees. It didn't flirt, hurt, blood squirt, stuff shirt, hang me on a tree. After I count down 3 rounds in hell, I'll be in good company. There you go, because that one just repeats there. So that's In Hell I'll Be in Good Company by the Dead South. So here, let me just quickly come back to the chat. Hello Purple Moon, really good to see you. Hello Warlock, really, really good to see you. I hope you are well today. I did see some of you earlier on. It's really nice to see you again. Welcome back, Pug. Welcome back. So just what we also have on the percussion side of things is little shakers. So normally people start with a little plastic egg version of this, which will also be in a lot of music, you know, will have this kind of sound in the background somewhere. And of course you can't forget the cowbell. More cowbell. More cowbell. More cowbell. Please. More cowbell. More cowbell. More cowbell. Please. Okay. 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 More cowbell. Okay, so everyone loves the cowbell. You get them in all different sizes. I love cowbells. Then you actually have things like your triangle, which a lot of us will have started with. Again, it's only going to make one noise. You can't get more than one tone out of it. The best you can do is hit it with something else, like the blunter, you know, to get a slightly muffled or a more resonant sound. That's really the only difference, is slight muting. But you also then have things like this, which is a 2-tone block. There are a couple of the drums that make more than one tone, but most of them only make one tone. This is a 2-tone block, so it has a couple of sections carved out making different notes, so, or different tunes. So here we go. So that's usually the best you can do, is get a couple of tones out of things. You also have on the cheaper side of things, these didn't really work so well last time, little things like wrist bells and ankle bells and all different bells that you can use. I wanted to use these around my wrists for when I'm doing stuff. But these are really cheap, like these will cost you a few dollars for a set. They're not expensive. So there we go, there's quite a bit of the percussion I've at least covered. Sounds good, love, enjoy your lunch. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put on a really quick, let me see if it's here, video for 2 seconds. Un momento, por favor. Here we go. And I will be with you in like 60 seconds. This is a song and a video that I made on New Year's Eve a couple of years ago. I made the piece of artwork first and then I improvised the song that went with it. So here you go. I've got the cat knocking on the door, so I'm going to let him in. I'll be back in a second. Oh, I want to be a spirograph of the humankind. Let those curves go out and the lines unwind. I want to be a spirograph of the humankind. Let my hand and I take control and see where symmetry lies. Oh, I want to be a spirograph. Let those lines run wild. The curves are taken off their own. A spiral Fibonacci bound. The golden ratios in my strokes, the flow turns to a line. My head knows what it wants to do. It's talking to my eye. Oh, I want to be a spirograph of the humankind. Let those curves take control as the lines unwind. I hope you all have a wonderful New Year's, and I hope to see you all then. Bye. Hello. Okay, that was enough time to let the cat in. Grab the next instruments. Line up the next song. So welcome back. One of the other areas that people definitely start with is recorder. So first of all, I'll play you something on my Pearwood recorder. And I've got quite a few other ones here. And then I'll give you the same song on a really cheap, dodgy recorder that we all would have started with. That is a really good place to start, particularly if anyone sings. Recorder is one of the best things you can do for breath training. And it's really easy to teach yourself just simple sight reading. Or at least, you know, you play just over a scale with it. So it's, so anyway, here we go. What I meant to say is you can play just over an octave with it, just not over a scale. Sorry, bit of a... Hello, Pinoy. Really, really good to see you. So that is Amazing Grace. And that one I know from memory. I'll play you a couple of recorder pieces in a minute too. So this is, as with all families in the music, they have a soprano. You also get ranges higher than that too. But as a general rule, a soprano, an alto, a baritone, a bass. In each of them, a horse is a horse, of course, unless you can talk to the horse, of course, unless, of course, the horse, of course, is the famous Mr. Ed Welber, or in this case, Yamaha. Hello, Mary. Hello, Dr. Ed. So this is a really simple, cheap plastic recorder we all would have started with. No different, plays exactly the same. So you can pick these up for $2-3 anywhere. They are, you know, it's a really good thing to start with. So let me play you the same piece just so I can show you the difference between a cheap plastic instrument and a slightly better one. there you go. Recorders also come in a German and a Baroque fingering as well. So I have a few of the different ones, like this one's in the Baroque. Oh no, that's the other one. I have lots of recorders here. This one's the Baroque one. So this is another, which mainly means the F is played differently. So you play the F and the F sharp differently. So this is a Baroque one. So let's see, the F on this. This one's been gathering dust for a while. So there you go. The only difference is that's actually quite a good quality one, but it's the Baroque, not the German style fingering. But anyway, that's nothing that any of you need to worry about. You also have an Alto recorder like so, which this one's plastic. And it's very hard to get the low notes without warming it up and a bit of practice. So we'll see how bad this sounds on an Alto. Here we go. See, the bass three notes, they're really hard to get and they're really squeaky and it's a lot harder to play. But that is not the only simple little woodwind instruments to start with. Thank you. So one of the other instruments, and this is just a really cheap plastic version of it, is what they call an ocarina. So quite often they're normally made in clay or ceramics and they'll wear them around their neck. You can play it the same way, that it'll have holes corresponding to the different notes on it and a couple of holes on the back, but I haven't translated on this one yet. So here we go. This is an ocarina. Anyway, that'll cost you about $5-6. I much prefer the ceramic ones. I got this one because it was nice and cheap, but it doesn't sound the best. A lot of people will also muck around with harmonicas and stuff like that. Particularly as a kid, we all probably had a harmonica or two. The harmonicas do normally come in different keys, so these ones, there's a couple of different styles of them. Hello, Ian. Really good to see you. I hope you are well. I hope you are well today. Let me make sure I have you modded. Sorry, I had to do a rigorous unmod recently before I dive into my next little. I have modded you. Excellent. Good to see you. Okay, so we have a simple little harmonica here. I do have a bit of music in harmonica, so you can translate basic stuff in it. But one of the keys with a harmonica is whatever key it's in, whatever notes you play are in tune with each other because they're in the same key. So say if you want to play a piece of music that's in D, then you want to use a harmonica that's in D, and that way it all comes out in tune with each other. So this one's in C. I haven't played this one for a while, so let's have a bit of a go. So you get a different sound on the inhale and the exhale, and there's obviously a bit more for it. This one is Horner makes one of the recorders I was just playing was a Horner one. This one is a This one's an SX Blues Harmonica. I've got another one here that's in the slightly bigger scale, and I'll show you this. This is more the style that musicians play, and this one's more the style that kids start with, which are a good thing to start with. They're all really good. You know, they're all a really good place to start with. So this one here has, I don't know if you can see, has 2 holes, whereas the other one only had 1 hole and it's a lot longer. So this one's a Johnson one. This was like dirt cheap. And it's not as easy on your lips, but you've actually got to... Anyway, I'm by no means a harmonica player, but they're another one of the things that are just fun to pick up. They're next to nothing, and it gives you a chance to kind of get in and join in the music a little bit. So that's just some of the cheap woodwind, because I've also got, you know, clarinet and all that sort of jazz, but we won't go there for the moment, and I think we're about out of time anyway. And I think, like a lot of stuff, I intended to cover a bit. And look, just when it comes to really cheap keyboards is probably the only other thing to look at. You can always pick up little kids' pianos. So either the like little piano xylophone style one here, or this is a Fisher Price one that cost me maybe 25 Australian, so that'd be just under $20 US. And you can play it like a piano. There's a heap of these sort of things, a heap of different, you know, really cheap entry-level instruments. So, let's...
Piano time! My favorite!
The downside is you won't actually get the sharps and flats with this, so you'll just get an octave, basically. But there's quite a bit you can do with that. Like play Frere Jacques. And there's lots you can muck around with, and a lot of them will have different effects. Like this one's got quack quack. Or a bit of cow. Moo. Moo. So there you go. So there's some of the really cheap things. And the other, just last one I wanted to show you, which you obviously hear me playing a lot, is the Kalimba. And you can pick these up quite cheap. Like this one maybe cost me $30 US. But you can get them a lot cheaper. You can pick them up, you know. They're a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So a lot of you will have heard me playing this before. And all of the entry-level instruments are meant to make it fun and easy for you. Like they'll all have things like the names of the notes on them, or, you know, things that give you a really good taster of music, a chance to see if it's something you enjoy. So, you know, a lot of this stuff, some people might say, oh, it's, you know, kids' toys, a lot of them. So what? So what? If you have a bit of fun with it, do it. You know, it's kind of what a lot of it's all about. So let me, at the very least, play us a little bit of Slightly Better Recorder. So here we go. This is a traditional British one that I quite like. So here we go. There we go. That's one I adore. And there's one that we will all know and like, and it's actually my favourite to play on the recorder. So I'm going to hope that the lower note is warmed up enough. And here we go. Give me 2 seconds. Let's play this. So bonus points to whoever can pick the name of this song. It's a traditional one that's been done by a few people. So here we go. Including the Muppets. So here we go. And the D did not play along. See, now it plays along. Anyway, that's on me and not the recorder. So that was, let's see if anyone got the name of that one. No, that's okay. That was Home on the Range, which a lot of us will know. So, yeah. Give me a home where the buffalo roam and the deer and the antelope play. Something like that. And you know what? Let's end on this one because why not? Bonus points if anyone gets that one. Hello, funny IRL clips. Really, really good to see you. And I'll do a lot more of the music. Like, I have a huge amount I play. I also read music, so it's really good for me to get back into it. I did also get some really good batteries for my keyboard because it ran out halfway through a song when we were playing it the other day. So I'll add a lot more keyboard and stuff like that in as well, and a lot more of these instruments too. We'll keep the, what is it they say, variety is the spice of life. So there we go, we've gone the 44-minute mark. I can't believe we've gone 45 minutes already. So I hope you're all well, and I hope you enjoyed it, and you've at least had a bit of fun. At the very least, fun. At the most, I've inspired you to go and pick up a cheap instrument and give it a go. And, you know, it's a really good way to experiment instead of having to invest in an expensive instrument. Like if you want to look at doing woodwind, instead of going and buying a saxophone or a flute or anything, you're better to start with a recorder, see if it's something you like, and if you do, then take the next step. If not, well, what have you lost? You've had a little bit of fun along the way. So, yeah. not so easy on my hands. Short doses of that one. Short doses, or you'll hurt your hand. Short doses, or you'll hurt your hand. Just like quality over quantity, quality every time. Okay, there we go. Thank you, everyone. It's been a huge amount of fun. Thank you all for joining me. Oh, it's all a bit of fun. And see, that's what it's about. You never know. Get in there, get a few little instruments, see what you like. All of us have, probably got one we've followed. There might be other ones we like. Way to spice it up a bit. And when you pick up something else different, it will teach you things that you can apply to what you already know too. So it's never something that's lost. It's always an evolution. It's always a, really nice learning experience. So, on that note, everybody, I'm out of here. Oh, yes. Bye. Really. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.